So, Max, we'll move out of basketball and into tennis. You caught some of the action of the Italian Open today. Give me some of those takeaways and what you saw today.
Yeah, I was just looking for something to do this morning that didn't involve getting off my couch. And I open up TSN and I see Dennis Shapovalov with a chance to beat Rafael Nadal. And my eyes pop out of my head. I click live and I start just as the third set begins to start, seeing that it's 1-1 with Shapo having taken the first 6-3 and then Nadal answering back 6-4. And I watched the final set play out, and man, it was great tennis from Shapo from so many parts of it against Nadal, a world class, the second seed in the world in this tournament, the king of clay. So it feels a bit cruel to rag on him whatsoever when he put up a hell of a fight, but it was the most frustrating part is he had it at times. He had it and he let it go on multiple occasions. First, he manages to break Nadal. He did a great job aggressively returning some strong serves, but maybe not Nadal's best. And I think he even gets in Nadal's head a little because Nadal like takes till the very last second to throw. I thought he went over on his first serve faults, and then on the rally following his second serve ends up putting the ball long. Shapo's able to break, but then Nadal breaks right back, and uh, Shapo went down love 30 in that one. Then he kind of stumbled there. Nadal finished it well, but Shapo like opened the door for himself and then slammed it shut and then like opened the door for Nadal, who was happy to walk through it. And that was a real turning point in the set. Nadal kind of felt like he was putting on the pressure there. His service wins suddenly got a lot quicker than Shapo's were getting. Shapo's serve had to bail him out a couple times. It, the bailing out maybe helped him. I thought it might be over for him several times, but he managed to hang in on his service games each time, usually off his serve. And then when he's up 6-5, he gets his match point against Nadal, has a chance to win it all. And man, I mean, Rafa back against the wall has a quality serve and manages to just dictate the rally where he's pounding the forehands. Shapo's answering on backhands, but he can't get anything going. And you just know that Rafa's not going to miss there. He's just going to keep doing it and keep inching his way towards that like perfect blistering corner bomb. So Shapo has to take a risk, looks for a backhand straight, and you just can't get that much on like a king of clay's forehand. Uh, he had a second attempt, but like fumbled it on kind of like what I call a unforced error, where like, yeah, it's an unforced error technically, statistically, but there's a lot of pressure on you to make that shot. And that was kind of it for him. Nadal able to stay strong throughout the rest of the match and had a pretty dominant, easy tiebreak. I thought for the most part throughout that set, he was just a little more consistent at the highest level of play. I mean, Shapo would have like more aces and a couple like absolute beautiful shot makes, but he couldn't do that as consistently. And when he wasn't doing that, he was just making unforced errors. The other thing about Shapo is he doesn't have that many double faults, but they always seem to come at the worst possible times. I mean, he almost got broken a second time and had to go back against the wall with some high level, amazing serving that bailed him out of trouble that time. But then in the tiebreak, he had a double fault that kind of started the gap that Nadal was ultimately able to capitalize on. So salutations to the King of Clay for a fantastic comeback and some awesome tennis. And Shapo put up a great fight, and he looks to be doing decently on these clay courts. So maybe if you go that close against Nadal, there's something to be excited, optimistic, and hopeful for the French Open, which will be the next major tennis tournament.
Roland Garros, uh, an awesome tournament, one of the oldest sporting events in our modern era. And yeah, both these guys. I know Felix is out too after a great performance against Diego Schwartzman, upsetting him in the second round. But both these kids are both so young and they're just knocking on the door of what their potential could be and knocking on the door of a top 10 seed in the world. And at some point, one of them's going to have a breakout tournament for Shapo. Could it be this year's French Open? Who knows? But the prospect of it is exciting.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it.